Wolfenstein. A first-person shooter series with a long, dated history involving guns, fast-paced action, and an angry protagonist. A series that invented Nazi killing and was the catalyst for World War I and II back in the 1920s. A series that eventually fleshed out its main character, BJ Blastoman, and forged him into a sweaty, chiseled, traumatized soldier. In this quick refresher of the series, I'm going to go over a little history and recount the newer games set before Wolfenstein Youngblood. id Software, back during the 1700s, a time when retro adventure games like Legend of Zelda and Solitaire permeated video game culture, nutted and gave birth to the first-person shooter genre with its hit PC first-person shooter video game Wolfenstein 3D. A game with a simple premise. Step in the shoes of BJ Blaster Guy and find a way to escape Castle Wolfenstein, killing Nazis along the way. This game, along with id's other staple FPS series Doom, would go along to spawn countless clones like Duke Nukem 3D and Bubsy 3D, and was the FPS king until Bungie kicked the door down and sliced id's throat open, broke their fine china, and stole their title as the best first-person shooter people with their smash hit Halo.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
After that, id had fallen on hard times, famine had killed their farms, the peasants had revolted, and the rights to Wolfenstein had been given to Activision, a company well known for such titles as Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Call of Duty We Promise We're Not Just Milking You for Money Warfare. Activision published a new Wolfenstein game in 2009, and what gamers found on the shelf when they walked into their local Game Crazy was an average at best first-person shooter. Things weren't faring well for the Wolfenstein franchise. The lackluster review scores, coupled with the fact that upon release the game earned a total of $3 and half a Kit Kat bar, culminated with layoffs at Raven Software, the developers. Things weren't going good. Famine had killed their crops, the peasants revolted, and the rights had been given to publisher ZeniMax Media / Bethesda, known for publishing all of these miracles. No, get out of here! Don't you ever come back! From this point on, Machine Gun Kelly would take on the development duties for Wolfenstein, and decided to go in a different direction, narratively speaking. BJ would get a total character revamp, with the developers dragging his mental state into an alley and beating it to near death with bats. And to top it off, they drugged a homeless man, brought him into a studio, and made him BJ's voice actor. But the drugs knocked him out so bad that all of his lines were just haunted, breathy whispers.
General, before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade.
Overall, the game was pretty good, with balls to the wall and sexually gratifying Nazi-killing gameplay, don't you kink-shame me. The story was entertaining, starting in the 40s, known for its swing music and polio, but after a workplace accident hospitalized BJ Blastercracker for a decade and a half, BJ woke up in the 60s, a world that had been conquered by the Nazis, led by General Deathshead, and joined up with the rebellion to fight the regime. With the help of such friends as Set Roth, Caroline, and Anya, or Anya, or Anna, or Anna, one of those, BJ is able to free hundreds of prisoners, uncover an ancient Jewish technology vault with a supersuit that Caroline equips, and attacks the Nazis where it hurts the most, the moon. The rebels successfully hurt the Nazi regime and even kill son of Mecha Hitler at the low cost of both of BJ's legs. This leads into Wolfenstein 2 Electric Boogaloo. There was also a prequel DLC thing called The Old Blood where BJ infiltrated Castle Wolfenstein and uncovered a plot to awaken an army of the undead to attack a small, poor European hamlet, and BJ fights a demon, but these things don't really matter at all, so we're just gonna skip by this one and head straight into 2. Alright, so after Wolfenstein The New Order, BJ finds himself legless, but proceeds to obliterate Nazi posterior anyway when they attack his resistance base. Under the command of General Face, and they kill Caroline.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
BJ puts on the supersuit Caroline's been wearing that allows him to walk again. What's left of the resistance goes to the US to free it from Nazi rule. Everything that was great about the New Order is back and better than ever. Faster, high-impact, smooth gunplay and movement systems, titties, and a phenomenal narrative that blew away my expectations. A narrative with diverse themes like racism and fatherhood and getting your head chopped off in front of thousands of people and having the head fall into a tube and then secretly extracted and surgically implanted on the body of Captain America. Things people can really empathize with. The combat is all good and fun, it'll get you off well enough, but the story is where the game really activates my almonds. You also visit a number of interesting locations in this beautiful package, like a post-nuke New York, which is ironic as hell, New Orleans, sadly devoid of any Nazi laser crocodiles, Venus, otherwise known as the Arizona of space, and the most alien world of all, the American Southwest, the streets of which are littered with all sorts of fun target practice. Eventually, BJ Blastawhack carves a path through the Nazi regime to get to General Cuntface and does to her face what Kratos does to this tree. After which he broadcasts a message of resistance to America, followed by these credits that give you tinnitus. Oh yeah, and Anya is Pregante with twins, leading us nicely into Machine Gun Kelly's newest game, Wolfenstein Youngblood. A coming-of-age tale about two sisters in power armor searching for their lost daddy while also putting lots of bullets in lots of Nazis. Sounds like a real heartwarming tale. BJ Bratwurst has gone missing in Paris and it's up to our two protagonists to find him. This time with cooperative play, but no couch co-op unfortunately.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's the same combat system as the new Colossus, but a very different world. Instead of levels, you get a slightly segmented open world that was made by Arcane Studios, the guys who made Better Thief and the most underrated game of 2017. They know how to build living, breathing worlds, so I'm pretty stoked for it. It can't be worse than the last Paris-based game I played. And yeah, I know I joked about Call of Duty milking people for money every year, but when Call of Duty does it, I'm a tired, despondent, depressed cow. When Assassin's Creed does it, I'm a happy, eager cow. That sounded better in my head. Point is, I'm an Assassin's Creed shill except for this piece of shit. I have faith in Arcane's world building and Machine Games gameplay. We also have a Wolfenstein 3 on the way at some point, featuring an old, musty, stinky BJ Blastmaster. So Youngblood should hopefully hold us over until that one comes out. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope my 20 subs appreciate this video and... oh.